Will it change color? We shall see. This is what this video is for. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a review on some color changing glitter HTV that I found on Amazon. So it's these right here, and as you can see, they're just white glitter HTV, but when you take them out into the sun, they're supposed to change color. As you can see, they're all white right now, but they do come in 4 different colors. So it's a pink, green, blue, and purple. Will it change color? We shall see. This is what this video is for. And I first came across these on Amazon just randomly. I don't even know what I was searching up, and then I saw that and I was super intrigued because obviously it's glitter. I have tried regular color changing HTV and it does work. You take it out into the sun and it changes color, but I had never seen it been done on a specialty HTV like glitter, and I was like, if it works on glitter, like how sick is that? Not only is it going to be super shiny and iridescent and everything, but it's going to be color changing. Like, dude, I need to try it out. So of course I bought it. So all of these came together. It's a pack of 4 and they're each 12 by 10 inches. So definitely a decent size to get started and like try it out and stuff, you know, not committing to a whole like roll or anything. So if you're curious to hear my thoughts on how these cut, weed, press, peel, and wash, because like always I am going to give these a wash test, then let's get started. Here we have the 4 HTVs. As you can see, these are all pretty much white glitter. So having all of these side by side, you can kind of tell that there's a slight difference in the hue of it. Like pretty much it's white. If you were to see it by itself, it's white glitter. But having them side by side, you can see the differences. So these two right here practically look identical. I'm not even sure which color is which. And then this one right here has more of like a pink tint to it in comparison to these. So maybe this one right here is a pink one. And then this one right here has either like a blue or green tint to it. So I'm assuming this one's going to be either the blue or the green. But yeah, if you were to have it by itself, let's say this one, it just straight up looks like rainbow white, you know, it doesn't look like anything different. But then putting it next to like this one right here, this one just looks straight up more white, you know? So yeah, that's pretty much the differences between all of them. They're all pretty much white glitter. I'm not gonna lie to you, I already took these outside into the sun and saw whether they change color or not, but I'm not gonna tell you, you're gonna have to wait and see. I had to because dude, curiosity just got the best of me. I just had to know, you know, I just couldn't wait. But yeah, by looking at them, I can't really even tell what color is what. So when it comes to me cutting, I'm not gonna choose a certain color for a certain image. Whatever comes out, comes out. It's gonna be a surprise to me too. And from these, like the adhesive side just straight up looks like other glitter HTVs. There's nothing different about it. But I'm not sure if you can tell, these do seem a little bit transparent. Can you see that it's kind of peeking through there? Let me see if you could see. You probably can't even tell on camera that it's a little bit transparent. And I did want to mention that the adhesive side is the same as the others, but a few of these came dirty. Do you see that? This one's dirty. This one kind of. So hopefully that doesn't cause any issues when it comes to pressing them. But yeah, other than that, here we have the 4 glitters. Hopefully all of these work out. We shall see. Hopefully cut nicely. Hopefully they weed nicely. We'll see. So now let's move on to the cutting. And I'm using my Siser Juliet cutter to cut these, and I'm going to use the glitter HTV cut setting. Here they are after they've been cut, but before getting into the weeding, I did want to mention, do you see this one right here? Not sure if it picks it up on camera, but this one seems to be way more translucent than these right here. So you could see the grid lines under, like way more on this one right here than the rest of them. The grid lines are still popping through, like all of these are for sure still translucent, but not as translucent as this one right here. So I'm wondering what color this one exactly it's gonna be, because it's just straight up translucent. I don't know, I kind of feel like it's the blue one, blue or green, but we'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that it is a little bit translucent. So now let's just get started on the weeding. So like I mentioned, I don't know which color is which. And starting off with the weeding, it's definitely weeding easily. Look, it's just lifting. So far so good. Look at that, straight up easy. So obviously, since these are the same type of glitters, I'm pretty sure they're gonna weed the same, but let's just continue the weeding. I did kind of have to pull a little bit, but everything is pulling out nicely, so no complaints. Okay, this one is way easier than this one, whatever this color is. You see me just pulling it? Yeah, so I don't know what it is about this color, but this one was definitely easier to weed than that one. Now let's do the last one. This one for sure is another easy one. Easy. So all of them for sure super duper easy to weed. Here is the glitter up close. So it is a white glitter, but it has more of like iridescent glitter particles in it. It's just so pretty. The way it hits the light, you get some green, some blue, some purple, maybe some pink. It's just super duper nice. And we're just gonna have to see if it is still as nice in the sun. But we shall see. So now let's just go ahead and move on to the pressing. So I already went ahead and prepped my shirt with the lint roller and by preheating it. I'm gonna be working on the back of the shirt, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start with my first layer. And this is just regular HTV. And this one has a quick 5-second press, so let's just go ahead and do it. Did you see this one just came off by itself? Oh my god, I forgot to weed the O. Oh my god. Let me see if I can do it right now. I did it. So I think the neckline might be getting in the way, so I'm trying to bring it down because it is looking a little crooked. So let's see what I could do. So for all 4 glitters, I decided to just cut each individual design on its own and not layer the whole entire layer because I felt like I was going to be wasting HTV that way. And then this way, I get to do the whole glitters at the same time, you know? So that's why I'm doing them individually. So here I'm just placing all of the ones that fit. So I have all of the HTVs placed down except one, which is this little smiley face right here because I can't get it in there. I'm afraid if I put it under, these HTVs will press onto this. So instead, I'm just gonna press this for maybe, I don't know, 10 seconds, peel them, and then come back with this one. Okay, so I went ahead and did 10 seconds only, and I'm not sure if you can tell, but a few of these do kind of have their color peeking through. So we have this one with kind of like a pink tint, these two with the pink tint as well. I know for a fact they're not both pink. One is either gonna be purple or pink, but that's kind of interesting to see. So we'll see what they end up being. I'm not even sure if these are hot or cold peel, so let's just go ahead and peel and see what happens. Okay, so it is peeling. I'm just gonna peel them all so I could put the last layer. And honestly, these aren't even much of a hard peel. Look at it. Not bad. Sometimes glitters do tend to be hard, like they like to stick to the garment, but not these. So I would say these are probably a hot peel because they're not struggling or anything. Usually the cold peels are the ones that like to stick to the fabric. So far so good. This one is a moment of truth because it's a big design. So this one is a little bit more stuck, but definitely not that bad. Okay, so a little bit harder to peel than the rest, but nothing too exaggerating. Now let's finish off with the last layer. And I think I'm gonna do another, I don't know, 10 seconds. Who cares? It is what it is, you know? See, do you see the color change? There's a tint, a tint, a tint. Just straight up. I think the camera's washing it out. You can't even tell, but just know there's a tint in these two and this one. So I'm curious to see what colors those are. But here it is. Definitely very easy to press and peel. And here it is once again up close. For sure, everything pressed nicely. There's no lifting with any of them, nothing wanting to peel off, none of that. So now is a true test. Let's go ahead, take it outside and see if it actually changes color or not. I want to do that before washing it because then what if the wash kind of like takes that away? You know, I will never know because I didn't give it a test. So let's just go ahead and take this outside and see what happens. So here we're starting off with the white and now moment of truth. Look at that. They actually change color, at least for the most part they do. So there we have the blue, the purple, the one that's kind of pink, and then can you see the green one? Like, where is the green? So clearly out of the 4, only 3 actually completely change color because that green one does not look green. Am I tripping? It's supposed to be like a sage green, but that does not look sage to me at all. But I mean, it is what it is. The flower still looks pretty. At least the others actually change color. The pink is more of like a corally pink. It doesn't give me really like pink vibes. It's more of like coralish. The blue is definitely straight up blue. The purple is purple, and then that sage green, definitely not green but not white either. It's more of like white with a hint of green. So I feel like the one that I was talking about earlier, the one that had like a hint of blue or green, it was probably that one right there because it had the hint of it. But for sure that one didn't change much. Here we have it indoors once again. Look, it's back to it being white. So the color definitely only stands out when it hits the sun. Once you come back into the shade, it just goes back to its normal color. Even the white one right there, the one that's sage green, doesn't really have the tint to it anymore. So maybe the sun does kind of give that slight green hue to it, but for sure they're all back to being what they're supposed to be. So now let's go ahead and wash it. I'm gonna let this hang out for 24 hours. Then I'm gonna turn it inside out, throw it into the wash. The instructions for these doesn't really say whether to do a delicate cycle, normal cycle, hot or cold. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it with the rest of my t-shirts, which I usually use the delicate cycle for that. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna let it air dry and we're gonna come back to see how these look. And here it is after it's been washed and air dried. So there are a little bit of specks of glitter around the HTV, but sometimes that happens with the glitters, you know. But besides that, everything still feels like it's on there. I can't notice any peeling, any lifting, none of that. So this HTV for sure held on to the bottom layer that I put. So 2 thumbs up for that. This totally passed the wash test. But now the real test is to take it outside and see if it still changes color. So let's go ahead and do that. So here we are outside, moment of truth. Let's see. Look at it, it's still changing color. Oh my god, how cool is that? So we have the blue right there, the corally pink one, the purple, and as you can see, the green still hasn't changed color. It's still like that off-white color with the green tint to it, but not full-on green. But hey, at least 3 out of the 4 are still going strong, and everything for sure is still on the shirt. No peeling, no lifting, none of that. And look at that sparkle, look how cute it looks. Like the reflection is just so cute in the sun, super sparkly. I just think it looks so pretty. And here it is once again. Honestly, I am super duper impressed with the way these turned out, how they worked out. Because when it comes to HTVs from Amazon, you never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes it could be a hit or miss, especially with the listing that has absolutely no reviews. You just never even know what to expect, you know? I was like, I need to try these out for myself and see whether they're good or not. And I'm here to say that I think they're good enough for me. I do have some critiques, but for the most part, I absolutely love the way this turned out. They weeded super duper easily. When it comes to glitter, you never really know if it's going to be easy or not because they are like double the size or triple the size of regular HTV because they are thicker. So you never really know if it's going to be easy or not. Sometimes it could be super easy. Sometimes it's like a little bit more harder. But these definitely were super easy, as you saw. They were peeling super duper fast. So I'm definitely impressed with the way they weeded. They pressed very nicely as well. They peeled very nicely. I didn't even know if it was a hot or cold peel, but I feel like both would work out because I peeled it kind of hot and it was fine, you know, so no issues there. They washed nicely. As you saw, it survived the wash. So definitely 10 out of 10 when it comes to that. So besides them being super duper easy to work with, I will say I think one of my favorite parts, besides it being color changing, I love the glitter effect of it. Like even indoors, like not even out into the sun, the white glitter just shines super pretty. It's just like a very exaggerated glitter. I just love it. It's not no plain Jane glitter. I think because it's different colored iridescent glitters in it, just gives it more of a dimension instead of like just regular white and silvery glitter, you know? So I really, really love the glitter effect of it. I think it's super pretty. So I love the fact that it looks nice indoors, and then once you take it outside, it just takes it to a whole new level because you have, let's say for the pink corally one, it gives it some sort of like a shift, a pink glitter effect to it, but you could still kind of see the iridescent shine through. So I feel like that makes it super duper nice. So not only is it glitter, it's color changing. I just overall think it's so cool. But like I mentioned, I do have some tiny cons. As I previously mentioned, what happened with the green, dude? Like it did not change color at all. Maybe slightly had like a slight green tint to it, but not at all. So I will maybe not even be reaching for that color, knowing that it's not even going to change color. Maybe for that one, I'll just focus on having like a white glitter. Let's say I want a design to have a white glitter. I know that I can kind of use that one because I know that it's not going to be changing color on me, you know? So it kind of sucks that only 3 out of the 4 colors worked, but at least we know that the other 3 actually worked, and it worked really, really good. I just really, really wish that the green one would have actually worked out. Like, I'm kind of disappointed that it didn't, you know? Because imagine a 4 out of 4, this would have easily gotten 5 stars, but obviously not. Gotta knock down a star because it's not all working out, you know? And the point of this glitter HTV is that it changes color. So the fact that it doesn't kind of sucks. And another thing that is probably not even a big deal, but it's now that I've used it and I like the HTV, it's kind of like, you just never know. So like I mentioned, these come in a pack of 4 and you get 4 different colors. But now realizing that I only like 3 of the 4 colors, I can't buy them individually. I have to buy them in a pack, and you feel like you're getting that extra and you may not even use it, you know? I do wish they were sold individually and in bigger rolls, because honestly, a 12 by 10 is cool to start out. I'm glad I had a 12 by 10 inch sheet just to try it out and see if I like it or not, because it's not a waste of money or anything. But now that I like them, I wish you could get like a yard to do other bigger projects, because you're honestly very limited to a 12 by 10 10 inch sheet. You can't really do big designs. So I kind of wish these were sold individually in bigger rolls in case you want a specific color to do different projects in, you know? So now you kind of have to commit to buying all 4 colors at a time. You can't just do like 2 out of the 4 or 1 out of the 4, you know? You have to commit to all 4. And the seller where I got these from isn't a store dedicated to just selling HTVs. It's a store that sells like just a whole bunch of stuff. And I tried to check it and I don't think they sell these individually. I do wish they did. I do feel like if it was an HTV focused brand, they would do that because all they're gonna sell is HTVs and they're gonna sell you their different colors and stuff. So the fact that this is just like in packs, it kind of sucks. But if that's not an issue to you and you feel like you're gonna use them all the time, then I say go for it. Even though you saw that the green didn't work, maybe not all the greens are like that. I'm kind of intrigued and wanting to buy it again to try out the green again to see if it works. Because I do feel like I'm totally gonna repurchase these to continue using them because overall I just think they're so cool. So even though the green didn't work out, I would say try them out because this whole concept is so cool. Because dude, once you take it outside and you see that color change, you're like, dude, hell yeah, this is so sick. So definitely try these out because this is totally different than other HTVs. Because HTVs usually are just plain colors, you know, it like doesn't have much of an effect. It might be a glitter and have some shine to it or like a metal, but it's nothing that has like a cool effect to it, you know, like a glow in the dark or a holographic or a chameleon, something that just changes with certain lighting. Those are cool. The ones that have more specialty definitely make a garment more special. So definitely check these out because I don't think you'll be disappointed. I hope you guys enjoyed my review on this color changing HTV. I know this video was not sponsored. They did not send me this product. They did not tell me to do this review. I bought it myself with my own money and I just decided to do a review because I thought the whole concept of it was cool, you know? So here it is. Here are my thoughts. I definitely would suggest for you to check these out because I just think it's so cool and it's just something different, you know? So I really hope you guys enjoyed my review. Don't forget to leave me your thoughts in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and yeah, I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.